We have an awesome call. Okay, got it. All right. So thank you guys for joining. So good to see all of your beautiful faces. I love it. So excited. So thank you. Thank you. We have a great call lined up. So I hope we'll just dive right in so we don't keep you guys too much, because I know we've got some good stuff. We had two ladies that were going to share their Vitalbiome testimony, but they couldn't get on tonight. But Serina and I both kind of know there are a little bit of testimonies that we'll share with you guys too, because she's going to talk about the Vitalbiome tonight. But very powerful stories. Like, it was really impressive. So anyways, our other thing was we were going to kind of talk about just going silver tonight, and how to go silver and how we get paid as a silver ambassador. And I think we wanted to do this call because I know it's something that I've been really focusing on a lot in my journey lately, and really trying to go back to the basics, and really trying to, no matter what rank we're at, how many years we've been with the company, it's just something that I feel is so powerful to focus on every month, is going silver every single month. Just shooting for that, having that as your goal to always try to go silver, the power of 3, and duplicate that down to your team. Because I know those new people coming into your business, like, it gets me excited. I love having new people in, and they're excited, and you just get to start all over with those people, and it gets me like, it reminds me of how it was in the very beginning of the, hang on guys, let me mute everybody. Okay. It helps remind me of how it was when I first started, the excitement of getting people started, and they're reaching out to their first 3 people, and oh my gosh, I got my first customer, and oh my gosh, I got my first ambassador, and what do I share about? And just all those things that reminds me of how simple this business really is when I am working with those people, and them having those awesome little success stories of, you know, just letting us know, wow, you know, I feel so much better now every day. I can stay awake. I'm sleeping better. My husband is noticing I'm not as cranky, you know, all of the different things that we get to hear about, that I'm like, okay, let's share that. And it's so much fun to have them share and see them get excited, and their friends and family get excited. And it just reminds me that we are still in the beginning stages of this business and this company. So anyways, that's why we kind of wanted to talk about silver tonight, kind of in a nutshell. So I'm going to unmute, or Summer, can you unmute yourself? If not, let me know. Where'd she go? There she is. Summer and I are going to kind of tag team this together. She's unmuted. We're going to talk about just kind of together to go over how to go silver. So if you are on this call or watching the replay and you have not reached the rank of silver yet, you kind of know what this is about and how to get paid. Summer and I are going to go through that, and actually how you get paid as a silver ambassador. But also, like I said, for those of us that are beyond silver ambassadors, just to kind of remind you how simple this power of 3 can be. So Summer, I'm going to let you kickstart it, and let's just kind of roll with it.
Very good.
Hear from her. She's amazing.
So I was thinking about this today, and like, I thought back to Super Saturday, where they are like totally returning to the basics and bringing it back around to the basics and talking about the power of 3.
Yeah.
And not just the power of 3 to go silver every month, but that's the power of 3, asking for 3 months of a commitment from a brand new ambassador or brand new customer. You know, shooting for 3 new customers, 3 new ambassadors, just the power of 3 itself. And if you guys have never seen, most of you have probably seen it, let's be honest, Sheila Medina's Power of 3, it's worth rewatching.
Yep.
So go look it up on YouTube. Maybe we'll throw it in the comments later, I don't know, but it's totally worth a look.
Yeah.
And she breaks down some compensation in there too, which was pretty cool. So I got to thinking about Power of 3 and going silver, and I've been with Plexus. July will be 6 years. 6 years.
Cool.
So cool. And 3 new ambassadors every month is still a goal for me, and I fall short often, and that's okay.
That's right.
Because I get to start over on that goal again on the 1st of the following month.
Right.
And by working towards that goal, I'm at least doing something instead of nothing. So I was thinking about some of the tools, some of the resources that we have at our hands and our fingertips about silver, power of three. There is so much out there.
Yep.
Corporate tools, like if you're not in that back office and you're not snooping around the resource library, you're missing out, period. I just made a little list of things that just came to my mind when I was I'm thinking about silver. Rank Up Roadmap has a roadmap to silver. There's a really awesome 5-part video series that's not a corporate video, but it is Hemingway. It's Brooke Hemingway and Emily Gibson, a 5-part How to Go Silver series. There is a PDF in the back office called How to Go Silver. And it's got little trackers on it that you can check off when you sign a new ambassador, and it'll guide you through. Like when you sign, person A, you pick the 199 or the 99 below it. And if you check off the 199, it's telling you, hey, 2 more and you've got fast start eligibility. So it's walking you through the differences between a regular rank up to silver, if you've never ranked up before, to the fast start. Because sometimes those things can be a little confusing when you're thinking about them.
Yep.
So if you're a paper person like me, there's the PDF back there that you can keep in your hand to check off and use. Then Brooke Hemingway did this amazing video, the Developing Silvers video. It's very lengthy, but very awesome. And what we did was created like a step-by-step checklist based on that training. That is on the Dream Team page. That is on me and Dana and Jimmy's page. That is, I believe, even on Dusty's page. If not, it will be. It is a literal step-by-step print out of when you sign a new person, what do you do with them? And it tells you, just if you follow the directions, you're grooming them to turn around and do the same thing. Mm-hmm. So it's really cool. I think it's cool because I typed it up.
She did a good job.
But
awesome.
It's what works for me. What can I say?
Right.
So there is so much emphasis on going silver, and it's not even just ranking silver. It's doing that for your own self and your own business every single month.
Yep.
So that's kind of where my brain was today. Just
Love
thinking
it.
about even, approaching in on 6 years, it's still a goal and still important.
Yep.
And if we all have that mindset, that means we're also teaching others to have the same.
That's right.
So we're bringing in new friends and family to our Plexus group and our Plexus family, like we're teaching them the same thing. And so Jeannie's been here forever. She still does it. Jimmy still does it. We all of us that have been here forever do it, and all of you all that haven't been here forever but will be.
Right.
It's still in the forefront of your mind as well. So lots of resources available, and we overcomplicate this. Let's be honest. Like, get on these products, grab 3 friends and say, hey, do this with me, Kay, mom, sister, best friend, or whatever. And the bonus structure is crazy. No matter how you get there, it's paying for your first triplex, period.
Right.
So when somebody says to you, like we were talking about this just briefly last week with Rachel, I think it was on the Power Hour, like somebody can't afford to buy the products, but you've got a PJ party coming up, start talking about silver and start talking about those things like, hey, so if there was a way for you to earn, free product and all of your money, like the commissions to go towards products your first month, would you want to know about it? Well, who says no? No one.
Right.
So, of course. And so you say, hey, we have this really great program. Do you have 3 people that you think that maybe would want to do this with you? Keep it simple. If they order a $199, guess what? You're going to teach them how to tell everybody else to order a $199. And you're going to talk the bottom line, and you're going to talk the dollar because that's their objection.
Yep.
So you're going to tell them 3 people in your first 30 days, lots of money. Like, depending on, okay, we'll get $1 because I'm not trying to confuse anybody, but It's, why are we not talking about that? Why are people scared of silver? So think about that. Like, ask yourself, are you scared to talk about the opportunity? Are you scared to talk about the income that comes alongside of this? Because if you are, you don't need to be.
Right.
You don't. So
Yep.
it got me thinking a little bit today, just about 3 people. It's not that many people, right?
It's not.
When you have 400 Facebook friends.
That's exactly right. Well, and my aunt who's on here who had 50, right? Was it 50? Right? Yeah. 50 Facebook friends when I signed her up as an ambassador. And she was like, I don't know anybody. I'm like, you know 50 people. I guarantee out of those 50 people, you're going to know 3. And she did. And
well, I think she's got like 1,000 now.
She does. I know. She's 2,000. So she's increased her network. I mean, that's completely amazing, you know? So it is. That's the brilliance of this is, just like Summer said, when you think of those 3 people, of course, we all, you know, most of us that are on here got in this and we have reached out to those first 3 people. And good chances are maybe some of them or one of them or none of them maybe joined us. But it led to other people that did join us. I mean, look at you guys, you know, you guys are on here for a reason. You guys are here for a reason. There's so many people that are waiting for you to reach out to them. And like Summer said, you know, it's been 7 years for me. And I was talking to her and I was telling Serina too, that it's amazing how this last month of just me focusing on being simple and the power of 3 and just really working my business, you know, getting back to that focus. And it's people are still coming out of the woodwork that have been watching me for 7 years. And, you know, I had one gal that I grew up with that ordered 3 triplexes for her and her 2 daughters. You know, and she was like, I've been ignoring you. I know she has because I've been messaging her. And she flat out said, I have been ignoring you. I get this message out of the blue from her because I have, you know, just messaged her here and there. And then she was like, okay, I've been ignoring you, but now I've got to do something. She's like, my one daughter has this. I have this. I've been researching gut health and my first thought was you. So guess what? That's because I have done that reach out to her. And so she's like, yeah, I think I'm going to sign up to be an ambassador and, you know, probably share because she's already realized how much our triplex is doing for her and her daughters. And so that's what excites me, you know, is getting those people that, you know, there's so many people out there, no matter how many friends we have on Facebook. So the biggest thing is looking at those lists. I know we constantly say revamp your list. You know, for Super Saturday, we all got this workbook with the power of 3 and another thing in the back. How many of us that have been in this have a million of these things with the power of 3 and your list, right? We've had the 64 connections list. We've had the leads list. We've had the piece of paper when I first started. That's all we had. We didn't have no fancy, you know, little subtitles and here.
Oh, I have a whole notebook of just names.
Me too. And I still use all of them.
Like, it's not pretty. It's not organized. Like it is. And I won't get rid of it. Every once in a while, I go back and look through and
Me too, Summer. And it's like this gal. It's like she's been on there for 7 years, has been, and I got to mark her off. How cool is that?
That's
because
so cool.
Yeah. And she
I have to say my closest circle of connections, like of friends. Now let's be honest. My mom, my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, they didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
That's the way that goes. My grandmother, when she was still alive, didn't have a choice. That's the way that goes. However, my closest circle of girlfriends, I will tell you, 95% of them have never tried my product.
Exactly right.
And it's 6.5 years. And they know.
Right.
But it's not about me. It's about them, their readiness.
That's right.
And so I don't care.
Right.
Oh, you feel like crap today? Bummer. I wish you freaking knew somebody about that. Weird. You know, right? Okay, just checking.
And it's funny because one of my really good friends, she finally, like, she just will not try it. And then all of a sudden, she's like, okay. And guess what? She won one of my 3-day challenge boxes. And she's so stinking excited to try that 3-day challenge. And I'm like, where have you been? You know, but it's just never giving up on those people, and never giving up on it.
It's about their timing, not ours.
That's exactly right. And just keeping it simple. Like Summer, you know, said so many times, simplicity is the word. And at Super Saturday, going back to simplicity and back to the basics, you know, and like we've said, finding the joy in this and making sure that, you know, when you're reaching out, you're doing it with passion and with your heart, and that you're thinking of the other person, because when you do, it's amazing how things flow and how things go. And they feel that, they know your heart, they know your passion, and they know you're reaching out to them for them. And if they don't, well, move on, you know, just push them to the side and say, it's okay. They're going to be ready. Like Summer said, when they're ready. But you know what? You've got to reach out to them, because we have, like, okay, this is really exciting. So the pastor's wife at our church is a doctor. I just got to kind of know her. Amazing lady, had no idea, but she's a doctor here in Wilcox. And she just friended me and messaged me tonight and was like, Jeannie, I want to know all about your product. She's like, I have been seeing your posts. I saw about the gut health, all of that stuff she saw. And she's like, I want to know pricing. I want to know ingredients. She's like, from what I saw, these products are amazing. And she says, I want to know if I can offer them in my practice. And I'm like, Serina, help. No, but you know, amazing when people like that, from being consistent and sharing that type of stuff, they see the value in what we have. You guys, these doctors see, and I sent her the doctor video with the triplex, and she was just blown away. I sent her a couple others, and she was like, wow, my patients need this. My patients need this stuff. And so that's a huge thing, you guys, when there are so many other people out, but it's sharing and getting out there. So make your list, you guys, and duplicate this down to your teams. Duplicate is the most important thing, is giving your teams the belief in they can do this, they can share, working with them hand in hand, and showing them how simple this is, just to put an honest Facebook post out there of why they started Plexus. And if it was to make money, put that. There is no shame in that. I put that. It has been amazing for our family financially. Absolutely 100%. And I will never be ashamed of that, because this has been a huge blessing for our family. If it's because they wanted to, you know, just lose 2 pounds, 5 pounds, whatever, you know, the small things are great. You know, have them put that, have them share. And if they haven't had any results yet, as far as that, like sleeping better, energy, whatever, have them say what they're excited and hopeful for, you know, or what they're excited to try these products for. Help them to put that post out, because the coolest thing is when you pour that belief into them and they really think, oh, I can do this. Okay, I can do what Jimmy Lee is doing. I can do that. Because she takes the time and she invests in every single person that she signs up, and is like, this is what you need to do. And I want you to put this post out, because you can, and you can get your products paid for, and you can build a team, because your network of friends is no different than my network of friends, and you're no different than I am. And just like anybody out there, none of you guys are different than I am, or Jimmy Lee that's at a higher rank. You're no different. Your friends are no different than ours. As a matter of fact, Jimmy Lee and I have a lot of the same friends because we're from the same place and practically family. So anyways, don't ever think that, okay? That mindset, just get it out of there and say, you have what it takes, and pour that belief into your team. Because my aunt has done it and she's stuck with it. And she is one that I'm very, very proud of for being consistent and hanging with this. She may not be at a high rank, but she's helping people to change their lives and sharing the products every single month that she can. And so those people that she's getting on board, guess what? She's helping. How cool is that, right? So I keep telling her, you can do this. Just do this. Keep going. Don't give up. So Do that with your team members, okay? Pour that belief into them and give them that opportunity. And make your list. You guys reach out to those people. Reach out and keep it simple. So, all right, Summer, how do we get paid as a silver ambassador?
So I love this part because I'm red green at talking about the bottom line and the info and the numbers. Bring it on. Okay.
Like she's doing this.
Bring it on. I love it.
Pay me. Okay. That's all I tell them. Just send me the paycheck, whatever it is.
Doesn't matter. Just pay me. Right? No, matters. Because money talks, right? Money talks.
Yep.
So let's start with this. Let's say you've been an ambassador for 31 days or more, okay? And you haven't signed a single soul. We're just going to say that. So you can rank up to silver at any point in time that you are an ambassador. It doesn't just have to be within the first 30 days. The incentives are bigger in the first 30 days, but there's a reason for that. Because not everybody's ready. Right. And for those that are ready to run, in the first 30 days, you get rewarded for that. However, if you've been around for a while and you have not gone silver, it's your time.
Right.
So I'm not going to talk about the poinsettia incentive yet because it just confuses people. So we're going to set that aside. But let's talk about my favorite, the $199 welcome packs. No, let's talk about 99s. So when you sign a $99 welcome pack, you get a $25 on your level 1. You get a $25 bonus for each welcome pack that you sell. And then when you get 3 of those, it's a $100 silver bonus. So you get $175 the first time you go silver if you sign all 3 of your direct level 1s with a $99 welcome pack. That's a triplex paid for out the door, a triplex and an X Factor paid for out the door for yourself for just having 3 people join you. And then guess what? You get pay points for them for every month that they qualify thereafter. So you're getting a little bump there. You're getting a little bump from their retail rewards of 5%. I mean, it just keeps going on and on and on and on. So $175. That's awesome.
Yep.
I was excited when I hit silver and I got my $100.
Yeah. It was life-changing for us when I got that. We were down in the dumps, like way down. I've told you guys, way down under the floor is where we were with our income. So that was life-changing for us. I'll never forget that. Blessing. Yep.
$100 is let's think about it. Like if someone gives you $100 for you doing something that feels right to you, that's a gift, right?
Exactly.
That's a gift. So I can go spend $100 in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
At the, Target, the grocery store, 5 bags later, you're like, what? Yep. So, that $100 bonus is like, wow, nice. I didn't work that hard, right? So the 199s these are my favorite. And I have to tell you that when did we start pushing these 199s and actually talking about their value? It's been probably about 1.5 years, right? Would you say?
I'm looking at Jimmy because I know she knows exactly.
1.5 years to 2?
I just know she does.
So I'm wanting to say 1 year ago, November.
See, I told you.
So just almost 1.5 years.
Sorry.
That's okay. No, she's that good. I know.
She knows all that. That's why, that's why I message her.
In 1.5 years, I've made this commitment. The 199s are my favorite. They're where I start. And people trust me because they're my friends and they just do what I ask them to do. And so the 199 welcome packs are my go-to, not only because of the value, but because I want to give everybody the best possible start that I can.
Exactly.
So when you sell a 199 welcome pack, not only do you get a $50 bonus, you get pay points for them. You get for each person that gets one. It is, I'm sorry, you don't get $50. You get $25.
25 now. Yeah.
You get 25. That's okay.
No, because Summer and I we had to remember that before this call, you guys, because they've changed that, and we're like,
We're like, why can't I find it that anything?
I know. And I need to know.
Okay, 25, which is $75. Okay. And then if you do it 3 times, $75. And then you get the pay points. So you get 15 pay points. They average about $3 a shot. Okay. So it's $45. So 45 plus 75 plus the $100 bonus, $225.
Incredible. Incredible. And the cool thing is the
Yes.
what we call business building bonuses are the bonuses that Summer's talking about off of the welcome packs. So that's $75 for all 3 of those, the $25 per the $199 welcome pack. You get paid weekly. So guess what? You get paid, you sign that person up this week, you get that next week. So that's instant gratification, instant money, which I know so many people are like, Jeannie, I just got an email from Plexus and they just decided to put money into my checking account.
What is this for? I think I made a mistake. And I misspoke. It's $220. I don't do math very good. She gave me the math part, and I don't do math.
I know, but you did. That's okay. It's huge, you guys. It's huge. And then,
$220.
well, yeah, and think about what that does again for my aunt when my cousin got signed up and she was, you know, sharing and she had some pretty good health issues in her gut. And I remember her message of, oh my gosh, I could pay my electric bill this month. And that was so cool for us to hear because she was like, I can pay my electric bill, you guys. That's because she shared and said, you need this we knew she needed the products without a doubt, but you also need the income. And here you go. Here's an avenue to sit at home on your own time when you can and share. And she did. And guess what? We were able to help her pay her electric bill that first month. I mean, it's amazing.
It's
amazing.
huge.
Yeah.
It's
So,
huge.
I agree.
So anybody who's been here, it doesn't matter how long, if you've never gotten silver, it's always your time.
That's right.
You just need to want it. And if you need help doing it, you have to say so. Because look at all these people here on this call.
Yeah.
I guarantee you any of us would help any of the other of us.
Absolutely.
You know, you're not in this by yourself.
No, exactly. And I think too, like on where was my little thing? You guys know a lot of you guys know on the call, but for those that'll watch the recording, we may have some new ones that don't. But you know, on the power of 3, and we'll post Sheila Medina's little deal. But you know, like on these things, you guys, so like, you know, other side. So you sign up your 3 people, and then they sign up 3 people, and they each sign up 3 people. It's incredible. It is so incredible. And this right here, showing the new ambassadors that they're just like, my new ambassadors are like, that's all I have to do? I'm like, yeah, look at how many people that you can help and have on your team. And that's just what I have been focusing on because like I said, it's so neat to get those people and that are excited and that it just helps build your belief too. It helps build your belief and it helps you get, if you're one that has been, you know, just kind of like, gosh, I need to get back in this, you know, I need to really start sharing again and rebuilding my team. Know that we always have to rebuild our team, and that is the way to do it, is just going silver each month. No matter what rank, we all have to continue to grow and build and just retain silver every single month and regain silver every single month. You guys, it's so powerful. So
there is no limit to how many levels you can have. So go as wide as you want.
Yeah.
And the wider you go, the more consistent that residual income will be.
Exactly right, Summer. Yep. And you never have to worry about getting paid for any of your ranks if you go wide, because, you know, when you get into your upper ranks, you have to have so many level 1s that qualify to earn that rank. So when you go wide and have all those level 1s that you're helping, it's amazing because you don't ever have to worry about that. So there's a lot of truth in that, Summer. And you guys think about this too. We don't talk about it a whole lot, but you know, we have the Fast Start program. And I'm not going to go through it a whole lot because like Summer said, with the poinsettias and some of that stuff is confusing, but this is all in the virtual office, you know, the back office, and we've got posts on it and calls on it. But, you know, the fast start with the $199 welcome packs, with helping somebody to do that, gives them up to $422 their first month. So that's like an additional $200 from what Summer was explaining, you know, for after the 30 days of going silver. They do that in their first 30 days with $199 welcome packs. In their first 14 days, they get $422. If it's within their first 30 days, it's $322. You guys, that's huge. When we all know, I mean, I think most of us have realized how life-changing it has been getting our first checks. So yeah,
so when you have that prospect that wants the products, that needs the products, and can't afford the products, have them grab those 3. If they can enroll them with $199 welcome packs, they have to enroll themselves first, clearly. If they can do that in 14 days, that's $422.
Right.
That's 3 months of triplex. They just paid for their first 90 days, and they can keep building.
Yep. And you're going to have
people to do silver.
Well, absolutely. And you're going to have people that are, you know, you're going to help them come up with that simple, easy post that's them. Like, you guys know how I am. Don't put words, you know, that doesn't sound like them on their post. Have them post something that is going to reach their audience. But if they have no comments, no likes, I didn't on probably my first like 2 months of posting was awful, especially back then, because like my aunt, I did not have a whole lot of friends on Facebook, and Dusty and I had 98% mutual friends. Okay. So they were like thinking we were crazy, totally crazy, but they wanted to see how legit this was. We had to pour belief into our network too, and let them know that, okay, this is not a fad. This is something we have tried. We're passionate about. We're going to share with you. And a lot of people, you guys may have heard Celeste Gwynn say this, but you know, it took her 32 years or whatever it was to grow her network and to gain that influence, because our people trusted us. They were like, okay, Jeannie's never done anything like this, so we know that this has to be legit. But if you're somebody that has done network marketing before and done a lot of different things, that's okay. You know, they are the ones who like post and usually get the most likes and comments right off the bat, because they already kind of have those people that are commenting. And, you know, I wasn't active on Facebook. So just let them know, that's the first thing I tell them. You may not get any likes or comments. Okay. So make sure and let them know that, and be supportive of them, and say, hey, we're going to keep posting. We're going to reach out. We're going to call some friends. That's the best thing, is the phone call. But don't give up. You know, these people want more information. They're being those secret closet. Oh my gosh, I don't want anybody to know that I'm going to like a post about this yet. Okay. Some of my people have never liked one of my Plexus posts that are my best customers still after 7 years. Okay. So, yeah, just like I said, just keep it simple, pour belief into them. And for your new ambassadors, and for those ambassadors, just want to challenge you guys to go through your ambassadors on your virtual office and look who has not reached the rank of silver yet. Maybe it's somebody who hasn't even shared yet, that's just a wholesale ambassador. Reach out to them and ask them, hey, just wanted to check in with you. You know, again, maybe we've talked about it before, but I know sometimes things change. Do you have any interest of sharing Plexus? Looking more at the opportunity of this? I would love to help you, have you do this with me, you know, whatever it is, in your own words. But reach out to them and let them know that. And then those that have not reached silver, that are posting and that are trying, keep working with them. You guys keep pouring that belief into them. Get them on a 3-way chat with your sponsor, your upline. Plug them into these calls. Get them into the team events, because people stay with this business because of the people a lot of times, because we have an amazing culture with our team. We love to go to convention together and all of our events together and show up, and like Annette and I get to see each other at the junior high rodeos now, so we get to see each other at least once a month now. And it's just, you know, we all get to do that and hang out, and we love to do that. So our ambassadors want that. They crave that. And we know every time we say, once they get in with us, they can't get away from us. They love all of us. You guys are amazing. So they want more, and they come back, and guess what? They realize I can do that. These people are real. This business is real. These products are real. So they start sharing, and guess what? You've just helped them with their financial, opportunity to change a life too. So it's pretty amazing. Okay, Summer, anything else before we let Serina take it over with her product info?
Only that, in case you haven't looked, commissions are posted for January.
Oh, that was like perfect timing.
We're talking about time.
Awesome. Yay. Great timing, Summer. Thank you for your help, Summer, on that. Okay, we're going to let Nurse Serina, let her introduce herself, because she sometimes has all these titles that I can't even pronounce. So I just call her Nurse Serina because she's amazing. So anyways, I'll let her talk to you guys. Go for it.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm Serina and I'm a nurse. Okay, is that all you wanted? That's all you want from me? Okay.
Works for me.
All right. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're going to talk about Vitalbiome, which is one of the products that I really like, and I do talk about it quite a bit. And I like to call it our little gut health helper. So just to give you a little background here, which most of us know it because we talk about it a lot. 70% of our immunity begins in the gut. 90% of our serotonin, which is our feel-good chemical, is created in the gut, along with melatonin, which helps us sleep, and dopamine, which is another neurotransmitter. All of those things are created in the gut. If the gut is unhealthy, the body will be unhealthy physically, but also emotionally. And so I think that's really important. With more and more people talking about our mental health status of the country, I think it's really important that we have something natural that can actually improve not only gut health, but also their mental health as well. So it's really important to take care of that very delicate ecosystem in our gut. And so I like to, I'm a visual person, so I like to think about it's a world war in there, right? So you have your good guys and you have your bad guys, and they're battling, right? And they're gonna battle hard, and that you're gonna feel it, right? So what you want to do is you want to put a whole lot more good guys in there to defeat the bad guys. And in doing that, you're going to feel a lot better. So when you have enough of that good bacteria, it gives us a better immune system. It gives us better mood, and like we've said many times, that the gut is the second brain, right? And so we need to treat it as such. It's in control of a lot more than what we give it credit for. So in talking about Vitalbiome, I wanted to talk about some of the benefits that come along with it. So you do get help with feeling more relaxed, decreased anxiety, enhanced mood, and then also suppressing those stress hormones such as cortisol and stuff like. I am a professional in cortisol these days because I'm moving and it sucks. Highly suggest moving if you need to get rid of stuff, because you really find out that you have more stuff than you need, and why were you hanging on to that? There. Plug in Vitalbiome. It's the only way not to go psycho. So many of us walk around with gut dysbiosis, right? We talk about that quite a bit, and that is thoroughly our diet, stress, lack of sleep, lack of exercise, alcohol, sugar. I mean, you name it, we do it to ourselves, right? And it's our good bacteria tends to decrease or be cut down by those bad bacteria, and that is where our bodies will fall into dysbiosis. And some of those symptoms that we all know about it are, bloating and gas, digestive issues, we got mood disorders, and then anxiety. And even I'm a school nurse, and I have kindergartners who are stressed to the max. So that's just telling me that from day one they come out of our womb, they already have an overgrowth of bad bacteria, right? So we need to change that around. Vitalbiome has 8 strands of probiotics and of the good bacteria, and so that repopulates our gut bacteria, and we want to do that on a daily basis, guys, because we cut down our good guys every day, like a machine gun, and we just tear them down. So we need to repopulate them, recultivate them, and allow them to take back in control the gut. And some of those strains, those particular 8 strains that we have in our Vitalbiome, they have been clinically studied and tested to show that they do enhance our happiness and our health. And so that was really why I'm happy to share Vitalbiome with a lot of people. I make sure that I work that into any conversation that I have, bringing up mental health, because so many people are afraid to discuss where they are emotionally. And, that stigma is hopefully going to be going away as we continue to educate others on it, as we continue to talk about it. The stigma of having mental health issues will go away, because and allow people to actually talk about what they're concerned about. Does talking fix the body on the inside? No, it doesn't. So Vitalbiome will help from the inside out, and then just talking about it. So my family, Rory, and the kids, Kyra and Keegan. Keegan is under the age of 12. I will tell you that he is not 12 years old. However, I have put him on it because of his ADHD. Kids with ADHD tend to be very anxious. And so I do have Keegan on it, and it does help him tremendously. So those are kind of some things that I discuss with people as I'm talking to them about products and stuff like that. One person who was not able to get on tonight, but I wanted to share a small portion of her testimony. This is a snippet of her testimony, and it is for her little boy who had cancer 7 years ago. He is 7 years in remission, but as a result of his of chemo and transplants, he has to take medications and stuff, and those medications cause severe sores in his mouth. And we were discussing this one day as I was driving, and I said, I really feel like we should give the Vitalbiome a try and see if we can't get those oral sores to go away. So on ProBio 5 is you have all of those things, but all of the really good bacteria in that, plus the yeast, yeast control, antifungal. But we also have a really good yeast inside of the ProBio 5. And so you fight yeast with yeast. And so this yeast is actually a very powerful probiotic. And so with the probiotics of the ProBio 5 and the Vitalbiome, he does not have the sores in his mouth anymore. And I say praise Jesus, because this family has suffered enough. So it's pretty exciting to see that they have that as an option, and they can kind of help that little body detox from all of the deadly chemo that goes through their system. So, and that's all I got for you.
That's amazing, Serina. I know everybody loved that, because I was like zoned in, and everybody else looked like they were too. So appreciate your info. And I didn't realize that much about the Vitalbiome. That was really good, Serina, because there was some stuff that I'm like, wow, you had me thinking of people as you were talking that I probably need to be putting on to the Vitalbiome. So that's going to be the next thing. I love that. And I'll share with you guys too on the team page. Go and look at that post, you guys, that I posted. Scroll down a little bit on asking who takes the Vitalbiome and what has it done for you, because it's a product that I kind of tend to forget about. And the stories were amazing. You guys, amazing. The comments, like one gal, and I visited with her, she's amazing, and she started her daughter on it when she was having extreme anxiety attacks, and she wanted to be locked in her room. If there was a game or dance at school, she would have to check her out because the crowd caused her to have anxiety attacks. And 3 months after being on the Vitalbiome, she was a whole different person. She tried out and made the color guard team. She does practices and rehearsals with no attacks, and is now also involved in peer leaderships. She attends games and dances. She is a whole different person. It's literally changed her life. I mean, if that doesn't make you tear up and go, oh my gosh, our products do that. Hello, you do not have a heart. Because that to me right there is like, you know, you could just post that testimony, and forever who needs the Vitalbiome, we're done. You know, I'm done. That's perfect. So it's amazing. But thank you, Serena.
One question that we just had was, what's the best time to take the Vitalbiome? Take Vitalbiome first thing in the morning, ProBio 5 at night. So giving your body a little pick me up every 12 hours is not a bad thing.
Perfect. Thank you,
I
Serena.
have a question.
Betcha.
I have a good friend that has a 12-year-old daughter that has severe anxiety, which has lapsed over into OCD. And they're really having a real struggle with her. And I've introduced it to her and her husband. I work with both of them. But the problem is the doctor is like, doesn't want her to take any supplements. They've got her on some sort of medication that's kind of, in a way, drugging her. She's calmer, but she's only been on it a couple weeks. How do you approach that? How do you try to get them to try something that their doctors tell them not to?
Get a new doctor. No, sorry. Did that
I wish
come
I
out?
could tell them that.
Did I say that out loud? Go ahead, Serena. That's my answer. No.
You're going to have those people that those doctors that are not well educated in gut health. I mean, they know their stuff. I'm not saying that, because doctors are doctors because they earned it. Now, what I would tell you is, ultimately, what I tell my people is, I'm telling you one thing, the doctor's going to tell you another. You need to do your research,
Right.
and you need to make a decision based upon your research with a little guidance from either way, and figure out what you feel is going to be best for your child.
Yeah, I gave him the info sheets on the ProBio 5. I've shared a video. I can't remember the lady's name that had a 13-year-old daughter that was having some of the same things, and I sent that video to her, but they just seem really stuck on trying the drugs, and I don't know how to. It just hurts my heart, because I know these could help her so much more, so much better, and and the stress that the parents are going through. I joked with her husband, because I work with him. I'm like, you all need to be on this while you're going through this. Because
well, that's probably where it needs to start, to
Yeah.
be truthful with you, Teresa. They probably need to start it for themselves and feel how it feels for themselves.
Yeah.
And then they may make a different decision for their child. But when your kiddo is hurting and suffering, sometimes it's really hard to do anything but what the professional is telling you.
Yeah. So I'm still leaving it open, and I still talk to them about it.
I would just keep talking to them about it, and eventually maybe they will make a change, or something that you say that's new. Maybe that'll trigger something in their head that they want to try it. But it's going to take some time, especially if the doctor is saying no. One thing you could try is handing them the ingredients list, and then simply say, try take this to your doctor and let me know what he says or whatever. You know,
Mhm.
that's one thing that you could try.
Okay.
Yeah.
My favorite is take it to the pharmacist. Their specialty is drug interactions. So, hey, is this going to hurt me?
If I'm taking this drug, yeah.
Yeah, no, totally. And I think too that a lot of times, Teresa, you've given them the information, you know, and so a lot of times it's you've done your part and it's all in the timing too. That sometimes when they get absolutely desperate, then they're like, okay, Teresa, we're ready to try. We've tried everything that the doctor has told us. If it's still not working, we're willing to try. I've had a lot of people do that. We're willing to try what you have. So
Because they've kept her out of school for the 2 weeks she's been on this medication. And I think this week she was going back to school. So need to reach back out and see if she's been triggered again by going to school.
Yeah.
Back to school. Because, you know, she's wanting to be homeschooled and her mom's like, there's no way I can do that, you know? And so they don't really have another choice. So I'm going to check back in with her and see how her week's going now that she's back to school.
Yeah. Keep the relationship open, conversation. Perfect. Anybody else have any other questions? Sorry, you guys, we kept you later. I know we just love doing this and visiting. So if any of you need to go, don't hesitate when we get past that point, because I said 30 minutes, so don't feel bad about you guys having to get off the call to get to your families if you need to when we're talking away. So
It's just shredding the couch. It's okay.
oh, good. We're perfect then. Good, Teresa.
I got my spray bottle, so I've got to go.
Perfect. Any other questions? Anybody? Okay. All right, you guys. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight and sticking with us for 54 minutes. So we appreciate you guys and love you guys. Everybody have a good night. Thank you, Serina. Thank you, Summer, for helping out tonight. And Jimmy, all of you guys. Thank you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.